Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm filming an April book haul. In April I have my birthday, so I do have a lot more books than usual, and I also just had a lot of gifts sent to me, and I don't understand why, but I am so thankful for it. So I thought I'd film this just to, number one, read out the people who bought it for me so I can thank them. I've thanked them on Twitter, but to properly thank them on YouTube, and I will link everybody's channels and Twitters down below as I've mentioned them. But we do have quite a lot of books to get through. I am so grateful, and this is not bragging in any way. A couple of these I bought myself, some of them were bought from my boyfriend for my birthday, some of them bought from friends for my birthday, but a lot of them were bought from booktube people, and I just love them all so much. So let's jump into the massive stacks of books. First of all, for my birthday, my boyfriend bought me the Heartstopper series. I was so excited. I've wanted this for so long, so long, you don't understand. And since then I have read the first two and adored it. I've probably read them about 6 times. I love this series so much. These books are incredible. They're the first ever graphic novel I've ever read, and I love them to pieces. But I was just so excited to have these. I wanted them for so long, but I haven't ever bought them because I just couldn't justify spending more than a normal book on a graphic novel that would take me like an hour. But I got it, and I'm really happy and excited about it, so The next book that Liam bought me for my birthday was The Recovery of Rose Gold by Stephanie Roble. This is about a girl who believes that she is physically ill. I think she thinks she's paralysed? No. What is wrong with her? Yeah, there's a feeding tube, surgeries, and the wheelchair. But it turns out her mother is just a really good liar. So she turns 16 before she finds out that actually she's never been ill. Ooh. So this is probably, I imagine, about a girl trying to live with that fact, or maybe getting revenge on her mother. I don't know. But I am really excited to see what this book is about. I did up in Asda a couple of times, so I'm really happy to have it. I haven't read it yet, but I'm so excited to do so. Next is a book that I picked up myself when I saw it in Asda on a whim, and that is Keep Him Close by Emily Knock. No? Emily Koch. Is that how you say that? This is about a woman called Alice who meets the mother of the boy accused of murdering her son. Does that make sense? I think the woman she's met is on a hunt to prove that her son is innocent, and they somehow meet, and I don't know what happens from there. I actually don't know much about this at all, but it's one son lied and one son died, and I find that very intriguing. Next we have Queenie by Candice Carty-Williams. This was gifted to me by Kira, so thank you very much, Kira. As I said, everybody will be linked below. Go and check them out. I don't know much about this story. I've seen it everywhere, and everyone seems to be talking about it. And I went into Waterstones once, and this was the book they recommended me, and I changed my mind. I was like, I'm gonna go for The Chain instead. You know, that one where you kidnap other people. And I still haven't read that, so maybe it was the bad decision. But I believe this is about a woman who we go through her life with her, talking about her family, love, her race. I think it talks a lot about racial issues, and I'm really excited to see the take that this book has on that. I know that it has multimedia format in it, and I think it shows texts, and it seems like it'll be a nice read, maybe light and airy, but also deep with the issues of race. Next we have The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. I've peed a lot about this. I've not really had an interest in reading it. I put this in my save for later, and the price dropped to £2, and I was like, is this a mistake? So I was like, I'm gonna grab it now while I can, because for £2, just thought, why not? I don't know what it's about. I think if she kisses someone, it kills them, I think. I know nothing more. But I also know that everybody who's read it says that this book is not what you expect it to be. So I don't really mind not knowing, because I don't think it's what I'm going to expect anyway. The cover is ugly. I hate it so much. But I'm excited to give it a try. I've said that with everything so far. I'm excited to give everything a try, apparently. But yeah, this sounds quite interesting. Not my usual thing, and I probably wouldn't have picked it up if it wasn't £2, but I now own it, and I'm sure I'll give it a try. The next book that I received was Elma Olifant is Completely Fine by Gail Honeyman. This was gifted to me by a lovely lady called Sarah, who I cannot find anywhere on Twitter. I put a picture up of this gift thanking her and asking her to tell me, to come forward and tweet me and say who she was, because I cannot find it out. She didn't leave her @ name. The note just says, like, I saw you gifting a lot of people on Twitter, because I like to gift a lot of people randomly on Twitter, and thought you deserved a treat from Sarah, kiss. But that's all it says. I don't know who Sarah is, and I feel really guilty about it. If Sarah happens to stumble across this video and you've gifted me this, let me know. I'm so sorry for not knowing. I haven't just not thanked you. I just can't find you. I'm so sorry. I feel guilty. This kept me up at night because I was like, I haven't thanked that person properly. What if they haven't seen my tweet? What if they don't know that I've thanked them? And stressing me out, actually. But I'm really glad to own that. Next, we had a lovely birthday delivery from Books with Claire, and that is The Curse So Dark and Lonely by Bridget Kemmerer. We're going to pretend I knew how to say that. This is a Beauty and the Beast retelling, I think. And for a start, the cover, look at that spine. Oh my god, look at the spine. Yes. I've had this on my want to read on Goodreads for so long because it looks so good, and I'm intrigued by the idea of a Beauty and the Beast retelling. There's a Prince Wren who is forced to repeat the autumn of his 18th year over and over again. A girl called Harper who's learned to be tough enough to survive the streets of Washington, D.C. I am intrigued. This is probably going to be one of the ones I pick up ASAP because this looks really, really good. Thank you, Claire. Next, I received Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I received this from Connor. You'll see I've got a couple of books from Connor. Thank you so much, Connor. As always, tag below. I'm excited to read this because the plot doesn't appeal to me that much. Like, if I'd read this, I wouldn't have picked, if I'd read the synopsis for this, I wouldn't have picked it up. But everybody loves it and says how amazing it is. So I was like, okay, I've got to read this. Also, Taylor Jenkins Reid wrote The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, which is one of my favourite books now of all time. And so I feel like this is going to be incredible. My only concern is everyone's saying oh, the way that they write the songs, I'm not very good at creating things like that. So if I have to read a song, I don't see how I'm going to enjoy envisioning them. Does that make sense? I can't imagine them singing the song when it's written on the page. I'm a little bit worried about that part. But the synopsis for this is so vague that I'm really intrigued to see what broke them up. So ready to see what happens. I kind of feel like everyone's part of this secret that I don't know. Also, look at the flop. I would want the book just for the flop. The flop is important to me. Thank you, Connor. Next, I received a gift from Jade from paperback to hardback. Again, a couple of gifts will be from Jade, and that is The Wicked King by Holly Black. I was obsessed with The Cruel Prince. Oh, obsessed. I thought it was the best book, honestly. And so I really wanted the sequel because I'm desperate to read it, and I have it now. And this has been here for a couple of weeks now, and I've had to stick to my Owls TBR and haven't been able to read this, and it has killed me. So in May, I've decided I'm only doing mood reads, and this is definitely one of them because I need to see what happens to Jude and Carden. I need to know. And so, I now have the means to know. Thank you, Jade. Next, I bought myself Shatter Me by Mahara Murphy. I just picked up a secondhand copy online, if you're wondering why it looks a little bit worn. Once again, I don't know what this is about. It is again a floppy book, my fave. I feel like I just buy books that I don't know what they're about, but everyone seems to like this book and gives high reviews. And so I wanted to get involved, and since I bought this, Rachel Marie uploaded a video reading the entire series. Not that I realised there were so many books. I had no idea. I thought there was 3. But she really enjoyed it as well. I think she gave the overall series a 4-star. A couple of the books had a 5-star. And so that makes me even more excited to read this. I'm really glad I picked it up. But I have no idea what it's about. None. I have a gift. I'm more than human. My touch is power. I will fight back. None. No idea. Next, we have another gift from Jade, and that is Every Heart a Doorway by Seanan McGuire. I've wanted to read this for a really, really long time. This is about children who live in an orphanage, I believe, and they each come from a magical land. I may be really off base here, but this is what I think it's about. And each book takes place in a different world where these children have come from. and the way to access these worlds is through doorways. My only worry about this book is that it's going to be too small, because I don't see how you're going to fit in such a magical story in like 170 pages. I want it to be bigger, and I haven't even read it yet, and I want it to be bigger. But this is a gorgeous cover. Thank you, Jade. The remaining 3 books are all from Connor. Connor, stop buying me gifts. I feel so guilty. It was my birthday, but like, yeah. Some of them were for my birthday and some of them have just been random surprises since. The first one is The Family Upstairs by Lisa Jewell. This is about a family who would be murdered and they've been found in their house. Sorry, the note is popping out. They've been found in their house, but upstairs a baby is well. He has been changed, it has been fed. Someone has been looking after this baby, but the question is, who has been looking after this baby? Ooh, what a plot line. I am excited about this one. That sounds interesting and very unique. Once again, the note does not want to stay inside. I always need more thrillers in my life, and so this one, I bet is going to be a good one. Next, off Connor again, I received The 7 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle by Stuart Turton. This I first saw on Read by Zoe's channel. She read it ages ago when I was rewatching all of her videos. I was like, oh yeah, I remember that book. That looks good. This is about this is a murder mystery where we wake up inside the perspective of different guests every day. I think we are someone. But every day Aidan wakes up in the body of a different guest and he has to find the murderer in order to save her. This is a big book. I know Read by Zoe actually DNF'd it. She didn't like it. But the plotline sounded way too interesting for me not to try. She said that it was boring and repetitive, which understandable, you know, waking up playing the same day could be, but I've seen since then a lot of good things. I'm kind of planning on reading all of these this month, except for the 2 I've already read. And so it's going to be a hard reading month. I'm going to have to try and prioritise some things over the others. Really, really excited for a good murder mystery. I love a good murder mystery. Probably some of my that's probably my favourite book to read, and I don't even read it that often, but I love murder mystery. The final book I actually received today. It was a surprise. I had no idea was coming, and I was like, I've got a parcel. My building notified me, we've got a parcel here, and I went upstairs and I was like, I didn't order a parcel. It was Connor surprising me again for a buddy read. He bought me a book so that we can buddy read, and that is Turn of the Key by Ruth Ware. I have heard a lot about this. I think it is a woman buys her dream home. Oh no, she's in a nanny position. Very similar to Lock Every Door then, but not a nanny, but like a house sitter. With an extremely generous salary when she doesn't know that she's stepping into a nightmare. One would end with a dead child and her in a cell waiting for a trial for murder. I knew it was going to be a good book, but like, I didn't know the synopsis off by heart. Oh, I am intrigued. Ooh, this sounds like a really good book. I am just excited for every single book on this, and I'm sick of saying I'm excited, but I am. I'm excited about all of them. They make me very happy. So this is my stack of books for April. Please remember that I don't receive this many books all the time. It was my birthday, so a lot of people bought me birthday gifts. I don't receive books like this. So don't like come for me being like, how dare you, whatever. And I gift a lot. Pass the generosity on to someone else, because it is really nice to do that, and we're going through a hard time and it was nice to do really nice things for other people, and people have made me very happy, so I hope I've made other people very happy as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a really great day or night wherever you are in the world, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.